Got a Thursday night game going on tonight, and I got my guy Steven D on to help me make my picks. Let's jump into this. What is up, football fans? Yes, it is week 5 of the NFL season, and I am making my picks with the help of Steven D from Miami Sports Music. Be sure to go check him out. Good friend of mine. We went through the picks. Talked a lot about the picks. He actually gave us some really good insight, and he talks about something else besides football in this little conversation. But before we jump into that, I have to shout out today's sponsor, and it's a new one, and that is Prize Picks. Prize Picks is a daily fantasy app that covers all sports. So essentially how it works is you go through, you pick 2 to 5 players in any sport that you're watching, whether it be basketball, baseball, NFL. You pick 2 to 5 players and you see their projection. And you say whether they'll go above or below their projection. And you can win 10 times your money. And it's fast, it's easy, it's reliable. And again, any sports, they cover 70% of the United States. So be sure to check out Prize Picks. Download the app, and if first-time users, your deposit gets matched 100% when you use the promo code DDW. So go check out Prize Picks. Fantastic, fantastic app. I will even show you a little bit next time we go live, because I'm not going to be live this week, but the following week for the Vikings, I will make some Prize Picks for that game, and you'll see how it works. So again, Prize Picks, check them out. Use the promo code DDW, and you get 100% of your first deposit matched. Without further ado, let's jump into the picks with Steven D of Miami Sports Music. Week, and I got my man Steven D. If you don't know who Steven D is, you got to get out from under that rock or wake up earlier than, what time's your show over? Like 11?
9 a.m. to noon, weekdays, Monday through Friday, Eastern Standard Time.
You got to wake up earlier than noon.
Clock blockers, baby.
There you go. Tell them about it, brother. Tell them.
Clock blockers right on the Miami Sports Music Podcast Network. You can catch me Monday through Friday. We got a great lineup Mondays, our victory Mondays, because we're gonna win the rest of the games. That's what's gonna happen, Dougley.
Please, Jesus.
We're gonna win them all. And then Tuesdays we have Hot Take Tuesdays with Nando Talk and Nikki Smokes, and then Wednesdays Wildin' Out Wednesday, where we let a whole bunch of Dolphin fans come on the panel, and it gets crazy. Douglas seen it. It gets real, okay? And then Thursday is a great day because it's Throwback Thursday, and then Friday is Spread Kindness Friday, and I usually have Cameron from East 32 Dolphins tailgate on, and it's a beautiful thing, man. We're growing, we're evolving, and we just love the community that is the Dolphins community, which you are the GOAT of. Good sir, I bow down to you, my friend.
No,
I
never.
bow down to you.
I've just been doing it for a long time. I'm not no goat.
You are the GOAT.
Also, Steven will be with me at the MetLife Takeover this Sunday. So again, I talked about it a few days ago. If you're going to be at the MetLife Takeover, if you haven't gotten your tickets yet, which this is coming out Thursday, so there might not even be tickets available. MetLifeTakeover.com or Dolphins NYC, you can hit them up. But yeah, you'll be there doing your little Shazam at the Solo D is going to be doing his thing, right?
Solo D is going to be performing there on Sunday. Saturday night, we will be at Slattery's Midtown Pub with Dolphins NYC. I will be going live from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. on my channel, live from there. And then Sunday, we will do the Tail Greeter pregame show live from there. On our channel too, and I think somebody named DouglieDoWrong is going to stop by for like 5 minutes and
Hell yeah.
say hello on the pregame show.
Pop in, do a little video
I'm
inception.
excited about it.
I'll be vlogging, then I'll
I'm
vlog
excited.
that.
So for years past, I've I get a couple tickets, and this year I was gifted a ticket on the very first row. And I'm sitting very first row in zone, so I'm excited about it.
Nice.
Yeah.
I will be.
Yeah.
Which? If you're looking at the stadium picture, which end zone?
I don't know.
Because you might be like 2 or 3 sections away from me. Because I'm on.
What section are you?
I'm visitor side, 40-yard line of the right side.
Do you know the section number? Because I'm pulling up my tickets right now. I am section 108. I am 108, sir.
Let's see. No, that's parking passes. God Damn it.
Oh, I need to get one of those actually. $150 later. Oh my God, they're so expensive.
They are, but it's worth it because I don't feel like
I
walking.
know. Well, I got all this equipment that I got to drag out. This is the life of a podcaster, y'all. We have all this expensive, like I'm driving from, I live in Baltimore. I'm driving up. In
Damn.
the car.
You'll be
Road.
seriously like,
Actually, so I'm going to announce this right now. I haven't even announced this on my channel yet.
do it up.
So not only am I going to be at the game on Sunday, I am creating a feat few have done. I am going to 2 NFL games in one day. I'm going to the MetLife Takeover. I will be there for that game. And as soon as that game is over, I'm getting in the car, going down the turnpike, down 95 South. And I live in Baltimore. I live like 35 minutes north of Baltimore. And the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals play on Sunday night. And so I'm going to be doing 2 games in one night.
You're
or in one
crazy.
day. I'm excited about it. I mean, think how many people have ever done that?
Not a lot. Not a lot.
I think it's awesome. I'm excited to do it. So be following me at Stephen D SKPL. You see it right there on Instagram. I'll be doing live Instagram hits the entire day. It's going to be fun.
So if you look at the stadium, so this is the stadium, you're sitting here and I'm sitting here.
Oh, we are on opposite sides of the field.
You're on the home side.
I'll take that side, and you take the other side, and
I'm going to look for you.
We'll get it done.
I'm going to look for you.
I'm
I
gonna
got a
look for
new
you.
iPhone 14. I'm going to zoom all the way in.
Team Crapple, you are Team Android all day, baby.
I
Android.
have to.
What is that? Zoltan. What is that old movie? Dude, where's my car?
Yeah, Zoltan. I can go into a whole kit and caboodle about why I went with Apple. I used to have Android for years, but there's a reason. But that's not what we're here for.
We're not perfect, except this 1972 Dolphins 50th anniversary. Hello. See what I did there?
I got some 72 Dolphins on that little thingy back there.
That's pretty, dude. Your background is so awesome. I just have this little cool thing that I got. This little. I
like that
thing. I love it, by the way.
This is the studio.
Awesome.
I'm gonna put the studio tour together. I'm finally in my studio. This is
so you're in the studio.
This is the studio.
This is a new setup.
Yep, it's pretty.
You're moving on up.
I got all my nerd stuff over here. This whole side is nerds, and then this whole side is football.
Black Adam.
I got a nice. Yeah, very excited. Let's get into some football. Talking about Thursday night. Indianapolis Colts taking on the Denver Broncos in Denver. The Colts suck. The Denver Broncos.
Do they?
The Colts are bad. I don't know what happened to them. Taylor's not the elite guy we thought he was. And the Broncos, they were like, we're going to give everything to get Russell Wilson. And Russell Wilson ain't being looking too swift. The Broncos are given 3, though. It's in Denver. I'm going the Denver Broncos. What's your thoughts on this game? Do you think the Colts suck as much as I do?
I don't believe in Russell Wilson at all. I'm not. I don't believe in the Broncos. I'm gonna go the Colts, man.
Wow.
What's the point spread?
3. It's only 3.
I'm taking the Colts. Taking the Colts.
Brave man. Very brave man. Then next.
Don't believe in Denver.
We have a very surprising 3-1 Giants, really riding the coattails of Saquon Barkley, taking on the Packers. Not surprising to be 3-1, but you would think they'd be doing better. Packers are given 8. What's your thoughts on this one?
Look, I mean, it's Aaron Rodgers. It's the Packers. You can't, they're going to demolish them. I'm taking the Packers all day long, 10 out of 10 times.
They're going to win by 10. It's in Green. If it wasn't in Green Bay.
Those London games are they're so bad.
Oh, my God. Is this a London? This is a London one.
It's a London game. It's a 9:30 a.m. game. And so when the Dolphins went there last time with the Saints, I was so there. I went with my wife.
Get out of here.
We don't need to talk about it. But, yeah, it was – I love London. It's great, and I think every fan should do it at least one time. But and I love the Dolphins UK. Shout out to them. They're going to be over here for Fan Club Weekend in the Steelers game. But man, that was a beatdown. For some reason, one team always shows up and the other team doesn't in London. I don't get it.
And it'll be the Packers for this one. Watch the Packers lose. Watch them flip them loose.
Talk about upset central. What is it, 8 points? No,
8 points. Yeah, the Packers are giving.
Aaron Rodgers kills them. I'm sorry.
Then we have another friggin' Steelers. Steelers with Pickett, Tiny Hands Magoo at quarterback, taking on the Buffalo Bills, who just squeaked one by the new. I like to call the Baltimore Ravens the new Atlanta Falcons, because goddamn do they choke a lot.
So
Buffalo's
I live here in Baltimore, and I watched the game at a local bar. I watched the end of the game. Let me tell you, Baltimore fans are in shambles here. They're in shambles. They want to fire Harbaugh. They think this is like, how can, like, it's DEFCON 5, whatever it is here in Baltimore.
And it's funny too, because Bill fans are still all up in their feelings about us beating them. But they got away with that roughing the passer call. They can go suck 100%. A butt. But the Bills are given 14. The Bills are given 14.
No swear jar on this channel. I love it. Suck a butt.
Go suck a butt. I'm going Bills. Bills are going to demolish the Steelers. Steelers aren't good.
Kill them. Bills are going to kill them. Kenny Pickett, look, he's a rookie, but yeah, Bills are going to kill the Steelers.
His first pass was an interception.
There are plenty of people though that their first pass, like, look, we saw what Peyton Manning was his first year.
That's true.
Garbage, straight garbage that first year. So I'm not gonna.
Hey, Tua wasn't great his first year. Now look at him, top 10 quarterback.
I mean, that's why I love you. I agree, DouglieDoWrong.
And I'm not even like trying to bust balls. Right. He's literally a top 10 quarterback.
Say that you are, but that's fine. And we all know how I feel about Tua. I'm pro Tua.
So. Next one, Chargers, Justin Herbert, Browns, Jacoby Brissett. Chargers are given 3. They're the away team. The Browns.
Is the point spread only 3 for this game?
3. And
are the Cleveland Browns that good? Or are the Chargers that bad?
The Chargers, I can never pinpoint what the Chargers are, to be honest. Like they lost to Jacksonville, so it's like
they did.
Who are the Chargers and the Browns? They lost to the Falcons last week. They lost to the Jets.
Who's favored?
Chargers by 3.
I'm going Chargers.
Yes, all mine.
Chargers are going to win by 3. But if they lose to Cleveland, I don't want to hear nothing about Herbert over Tua. Nothing. Not a thing.
He throws
zero chatter about it.
Pick 6 in the fourth quarter.
None.
Then we have the only winless team, the Houston Texans, 0-3-1, taking on those Jaguars, who technically they're all tied, but first in their division, Jaguars. Jaguars are giving 7. In Jacksonville. I'm going Trevor Lawrence. I'm going Goldilocks. He's going to win this one. Houston Texans are going to lock that first overall pick. Too bad we don't have it this year.
I know, right? Here's what I'm going to say. Jacksonville wins the game, but it's not 7.
So you think it's like 4?
Yeah, it's 3 or 4. 3.5 or 4 is where I think it is. So yeah, I think Jacksonville wins the game, but not by 7 points.
So you say take the I might take the spread on that one, just from what you're saying. I might take the Texans on the spread.
Look, and it's funny, right? Because before the season, everybody was talking about Davis Mills this, Davis Mills that, and what has Houston done? Nothing, right? But I also think that is part of I have a whole theory about the Houston Texans, how they threw in a head coach that is probably not who they wanted in the first place there. Mm-hmm. And Davis Mills really isn't working with too much of anything there. But they're still, like, they're 0-3, but I don't see them losing to Jacksonville by more than 7 points.
I got a theory that just popped in my head about the Houston Texans, right? They throw in Lovie Smith. Took me a second to think of his name. Scapegoat head coach. He's going to get fired. They're going to lock in that first overall pick like they want, because they finally own their first pick. And then they go out and they hire.
Not until we trade for Laramie Tunsil.
Right. And then they hire.
Give me Laramie Tunsil and your first round pick, and we'll call it a day.
They hire a coach that isn't a defensive coordinator, offensive coordinator, or a head coach. They hire Brian Flores as their head coach.
I think that's who they wanted in the first place.
But it was the whole lawsuit that they were like, No, we can't do it now. No one wants him.
No, dude, that's a great theory. And I know, look, no offense to Lovie Smith, but he was not the guy that they wanted.
No.
I'm telling you, he wasn't.
Not at all. Next, we got the Chicago Bears taking on those Minnesota Vikings in Minnesota. Vikings are off on a hot start. I can't pinpoint.
This isn't a primetime game, right? We're not seeing primetime Kirk Cousins, right?
No, it's 1:00. That's why I'm picking the Vikings.
Definitely going Vikings. If it's primetime, I am not going Vikings.
7.5 the Vikings are giving. Do you think it'll be that big?
Whoa.
7. Sorry, not 7.5, but still 7. Do you think it'll be by a touchdown they'll win? Justin Fields sucks. He sucks. It just is what it is.
Yeah, look, Minnesota, Dalvin Cook, like that. Yeah, it's Minnesota by more than 7.
You got 100%. Justin Jefferson.
I feel very confident in that.
Yeah. I concur. Then we have the Detroit Lions, those fighting Lions taking on the Patriots, last in the division in New England. Patriots are only giving 3. Lions gave Seattle a fight. If only the Lions had defense. I had DK Metcalf and Hawkinson as my wide receiver and starting tight end. They combined got me 70 points in fantasy.
Wow.
Ridiculous last week.
You were like, let's go.
I was like, keep it going. Let's go to overtime.
If Detroit was going to score 45 points and still lose the game.
Right? That's what I'm saying.
No way. That didn't happen.
Now, the Patriots are given 3. And they're running. Mac Jones might be back. I don't know. The Lions could win this one.
No, not only are the Lions going to win this, they are going to demolish the Patriots.
Wow.
I'm throwing that out there right now. It's not only going to be, you could call it an upset, it's going to be a blowout. Detroit is going to put their stamp on the map, and they are going to come to play. And we're all look, on my channel, I predicted. This is something I predicted in the offseason, that the New England Patriots would finish dead last in the AFC East this year. Yep, I'm telling you. They will. And Detroit is going to stomp all over them this weekend.
See, the fact that it's in New England, I'm going with New England. I hope they prove me wrong. I'm usually wrong with my picks, so
You'd never wanted to be more wrong than right now. I get it. I understand.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Then we have the Seattle Seahawks, who they're better than we thought they were going to be honest with you.
They are not who we thought they were.
No, Geno Smith is actually pretty decent.
I'll take Geno Smith for 500, Alex. Yes, I'll do that. I'm telling you
Teddy
Bridgewater. I didn't see Seattle being this good, bro.
Teddy Bridgewater or Geno Smith?
Boy, you trying to get me in trouble.
Who you taking? Huh?
Geno. I think I'm taking Geno over Teddy.
I might be there with you. I got to see what he does this week.
Yeah, let me see what he does this weekend.
10 games, 10 days.
And say, Steven said Geno Smith over Teddy, and then Teddy throws for 5 touchdowns this weekend.
You can't go back on your word.
I want to go back. Can I retract my statement,
There's
please?
no such thing as new information. People are getting on me because I said
change your mind in this. It's so funny because I talk to TD and other YouTubers, and we always talk about how we can't change our minds.
No, because new information isn't a thing.
I am the flip flopper himself. Flip floppers. That is the other name for my morning show.
Somebody said to me, Doug, you said Tua had a concussion, and then you said he has a back injury, and now you're coming back out and saying you don't know. Why don't you pick a stance? And I'm like, new information is a thing. You silly man. But anyway, Seahawks heading to New Orleans, take on those 1-3 Saints. Saints are given 5.5. I'm going with the Saints. I just think they're better than Seattle.
The Saints at 5.5.
1-3 Saints home, 5.5. I got all this dog hair on me.
I watched Andy Dalton play, which by the way was so weird to see Andy Dalton in a Saints uniform.
Right.
And I'm watching the game. I'm not in love with the Saints. You know what? I'm going again. I'm going to take the Seahawks. Now,
you going with the spread or you going straight up?
I'm going with the spread, man. I'm going with the spread. Like, if Seattle loses, it's not going to be by 5. What is it? 5.5? 5.5?
5.5.
Yeah, there's no way. I would take the Seahawks in this.
Very interesting.
Take the spread.
All right, Falcons, Bucks, Atlanta chaining some wins together. Again, I think they sent the juju to the Panthers. They're like, let's get rid of the choking. Here you go. back-to-back choke fests for you guys.
No,
Tampa,
they gave it to the Ravens and the Panthers.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Both.
And then
We're just gonna spread it out amongst these two teams further up north on the East Coast.
and the Buccaneers losing to them Packers in overtime.
No.
Bucks are giving 8.5.
Here's a reality. Okay, I know people don't want to talk about it. It's his personal life, but Tom Brady's going through something right now in his personal life. Right?
Oh, yeah.
And you can't think that doesn't affect his play on the field. I'm sorry. I know he's the GOAT. I know he's got 1 million Super Bowl rings. I know he deflates his balls. I know all this stuff, okay? Look, the reality of the situation is Giselle and him are filing for a divorce. That has to play a factor into the game.
She's now deflating his balls.
I see what you did there, Doug. That was good. Yes. So not only is he deflating on the field, he's deflating off the field. And so with that being said, I'm taking the spread. I'm not taking the Bucks at 8 point or 8.5. Yeah, no way. Atlanta's going to put up a fight. Marcus Mariota, let's go, Marcus.
Yeah, I could see it being close. I could see, and again, the Bucks could win by.
I just picked 3 games against the spread or for the spread or against the spread, right?
And I think the Falcons have a good record against the spread. Last I remember, I think it's like they're like 14-0 or something. So you might not be that far off on that. I could see the Bucks winning by like 7, but again, it's an 8.5 spread. So
it's 8.5. So with your 8.5, no way.
Yeah, I might betting. I might take the Falcons. I might take the Falcons and the Texans in these two. You might cost me some money. I'm gonna come for you, you son of a.
That's why I haven't gambled in 5 years, Doug.
I've been seeing so many people friggin' Ghost of Adam Gase on Twitter and everything showing their same day parlays, all the money they're making. Yep. I'm like, yo, let me get some of that cheddar.
So I you know, I was gonna save this for the end, but it sounds like a good segue real quick before we go to the other games. I haven't gambled in 5.5 years. August 13th, 2017 was the last day I gambled. And I don't have anything wrong. I still like looking at games. I still look at the spreads. I look at the over-unders. I do a YouTube show every day. Of course I look at it, right? Yeah. But I tell people all the time, if you have a problem with gambling, there's a Gamblers Anonymous hotline number. I don't know if you could throw that in there somewhere in editing this. But, you know, if you have a problem with gambling, you can always reach out to me. It's a real thing. And trust me, man, you know, I want to support those people that have a problem with it. If you can do it without having a problem with it, have at it, man. Have at it. But, you know, if you have a problem with it, I'm somebody who couldn't stop. So,
jeez, I didn't even know that. Now I feel bad bringing you out here making picks.
Don't feel bad. You know, here's a reason I wanted to do this, right? I thought about it when you asked me to come on to pick games, and I was like, a lot of people don't talk about, you know, their issues with sports gambling and how that affects them. And so I wanted to do this because I wanted to talk about this. And I think we need, you know, look, if you can afford to lose some money, so be it. But if it's starting to affect your everyday life or paying bills or affecting your family or your home life or taking time away from your family, you need to call somebody. You need to talk about that. And so, you know, there's rooms, there's 12-step groups that I'm a part of, as well as hotlines and, you know, rehab facilities, all that. So, and I'm a big promoter, and that's why I wanted to come on today. So I'm glad you brought me on.
I'm glad you came on.
Otherwise, this wouldn't get talked about.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, let's get back to gambling.
Let's get back. Hey, you know what? Nice segue. Let's go back to picking games.
Tennessee Titans. I feel like so awkward now.
Don't at all. Don't.
Tennessee Titans taking on the Washington Commanders.
Commanders.
I've gotten used to it. You know, I still haven't gotten used to not saying Oakland Raiders or San Diego Chargers.
So you want to know my biggest beef is? They had a chance. They should have been the Red Tails. That's what they should have been. Right? The Washington Red Tails is exactly what they should have been.
Or presidents.
They could have.
That would have been dumb.
There was so they could have. The Red Tails were the name that they should have picked, and they would have been gold. The Commanders. Are you kidding me?
There's so many different Commanders too.
Horrible name.
Both teams are kind of on the downward spiral. Titans are giving 2.5, and they're the away team. I'm going Tennessee, even with the 2.5. Derrick Henry is the deciding factor.
At all. I wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole if I was gambling. I think both teams are horrible. I'm not impressed by either one of them. What's the point spread one more time?
2.5. Tennessee's giving 2.5. It's essentially you pick who you think is going to win at that point spread. It's like,
I mean, I think Tennessee's going to win.
yeah, Derrick Henry's the reason Tennessee will win.
That's the only reason.
You have no faith in Ryan Tannehill? I thought Ryan Tannehill was the best quarterback ever.
Hey, I still got my Ryan Tannehill jersey in the closet, cuz. Don't make me break it out. I will break out the Ryan Tannehill jersey, cuz.
I got so much flack for when he got traded. I made a video and everything, and I was like, he's not as bad as people make him out to be. He
went
sucks.
to the AFC Championship game after. You were not wrong, by the way.
I'm not wrong a lot of times, but people want to forget about that.
Well, that's debatable.
I hate you. 49ers taking on the Panthers. 49ers, we need them to lose, but they're probably going to go to the Super Bowl. And the Carolina Panthers.
Whoa, that's a bold statement.
It's just our luck. They were sucking last year, the 49ers.
That is so Dolphins.
And they went so far into the playoffs that we were like, screw it. We're going to take that first and just give it to the Chiefs. We want Tyreek Hill. Just give it to it's a stupid pick anyway. The 49ers on the road in Carolina are giving 6.5. 6.5 because the Panthers suck.
Look, oh my God, that's high. I'm going San Fran, man. San Fran, their defense is just ridiculous.
That's what's keeping them in these games is the defense. It's not the offense.
Stafford. What did they hold them to on
9?
Monday night?
I think it was 9.
That's crazy.
It's like 17-9 was the final score or something like
let's
that.
get something straight. That's Cooper Kupp and Matt Stafford. That's not a pushover offense.
Nope.
You know?
I wonder if his elbow's all right. That's last undefeated team, Eagles 4-0, taking on the Cardinals 2-2. Us as Dolphin fans obviously would like the Cardinals to win this one. Eagles given 5. I still think the Eagles are like the Dolphins. If Tua didn't get injured, it would still be the Dolphins and the Eagles undefeated. I honestly think that if Tua never got injured, they would have beat the Bengals. Just because he's just playing that well right now. But I'm going with the Eagles in this one. Even with the 5-point spread, I'm going with the Eagles. I don't think the Cardinals are as good.
All right, well, before I make this pick, let me ask you, do you think the Eagles are the best team in the NFC?
Right now, yes. A lot can change. So right now, yeah. I think they are. I think they could beat the Bucs.
You think they're the real deal. You think they got it. And Jalen Hurts has proven to be what Tua is for us, right?
Yeah, he turned that corner. He's doing his thing. I think they'll slip up at one point in the season. They'll lose to a team they shouldn't, just like the Bills lost to the Jaguars last year. I think that'll happen. But as of right now, because they haven't really been bitten by that injury bug yet. I think they're the best because I'm like looking at Tampa, I'm looking at Green Bay, I'm looking at all these guys, and I'm like, no, the Eagles are number one.
What's the point spread again?
Eagles given 5 on the road.
I'm taking the Cardinals.
Ooh.
I'm taking the spread. If the Eagles win, it's gonna be
like a field goal. Because they just barely. I think they almost lost to.
I don't know. I just feel like 5's a little too much for Kyler Murray at home.
The Jaguars. I think by halftime they were only up by 3 on the Jaguars, and then all of a sudden.
Yeah. So I look. 5 is a lot, I think, but what do I know? What do I know?
We got
hasn't made a bet in 5 years.
We got the Cowboys heading to Los Angeles.
No, get that right. Cooper Rush, sir.
Cooper
you
Rush.
Put some respect on that man's name.
The CRs heading to Los Angeles to take on the Rams, the City of Angels. I'm picking the Cowboys. The Cowboys are getting 4.5. Cooper Rush, 100%. Man. It's the Rush.
The man is the first Dallas Cowboy quarterback in the history of the Dallas Cowboys to start his NFL career at 4-0. And ladies and gentlemen, he will be making it 5-0 because I have no faith in this Rams team right now for some reason. And the Cowboys just look strong. And who would have thunk it that the NFC East has got some not pushover teams. They got some real good teams in the NFC East.
3 of them. 3 of them. Because then the Commanders suck.
They do suck bad.
Then we finally have a good Sunday night game. This is a good Sunday night game. The Bengals head into Baltimore to take on the Ravens. Ravens are only given 3. This is probably gonna bite me in the ass. I'm picking the Ravens.
You should know better after these last two couple weeks. Come on, bro. You don't think they're gonna choke? Choke again?
If they lose again, I don't know. Ugh, God, Harbaugh might get fired. And then all of a sudden the Dolphins will fire McDaniel and scoop him up.
I've not said this out loud. I'm so glad that you just said it. Harbaugh will be on the hot seat if he blows a game like he did again, because he did it a couple times last year.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And he's done it now twice this year.
Did it.
Do not think that the fans will not be calling for his head if he does it again this year. And if they blow a game the way they did for the Dolphins and Buffalo, they were up 20-3 on Buffalo.
Didn't score a point.
Loss.
Didn't score a
Unbelievable.
Point.
They were up 21 points twice against us and lost. So, look, don't be surprised if Harbaugh's name is coming up on the hot seat. Do not be surprised if that happens.
You think they beat the Bengals? Home? With the lights on? Prime time?
I'll be honest with you. I want the Ravens to win because I want them to be a quality win for us, right? Like, I want that to be a quality win, and we lost to Cincinnati, so we need Cincinnati to lose some games. So, you know what? I'm going Baltimore. If Baltimore's for real, they're going to show it this week. And if they're not, I'm not picking them the rest of the year. I'm just not going to do it.
I'm not calling them anymore. Then we got the Monday night game. The Raiders finally won a game taking on those Chiefs. Did you see that touchdown pass?
Oh my God.
From friggin' Patrick Mahomes. Running, and then he kind of just real quick it was just
Chiefs he does things that are unreal on a football field. I'm watching the game and I'm just like, yeah, he's the best player in the NFL. There's no doubt about it.
I tweeted this out while I was watching the Bills game, and Bills fans want to ignore this tweet, but I said that as much as I hate Buffalo, Josh Allen's just ridiculous. And then
it's Patrick Mahomes 1, Josh Allen 2.
And then when I saw the Chiefs playing, I'm like,
arguing about it.
They're both just ridiculous. And then someone was like, well, what about Lamar Jackson? I'm like, Lamar Jackson's ridiculous.
Lamar's great.
He's an athletic.
He's top 5. He's a top 5, but he's not top 2.
No, Mahomes and Allen, their arms, and then the way it's just. But the Chiefs are given 7. I'm still going with the Chiefs, especially because they're home. I don't think the Raiders are as good. They went out and did all this big splashy moves, and they sucked for so long.
So let me put this on record because, look, not all YouTubers pretend to be right at most of their stuff, as somebody just said a little bit ago on the show. But what I will say is
I'm always right.
I have never been
wrong.
more wrong than being on DouglieDoWrong's channel talking about how wrong I was about the Vegas Raiders this year. I thought in the preseason that the Vegas Raiders were God's greatest gift at a football team. I thought Derek Carr was going to come out and do something. I thought, the additions of what they got. I was right about Matt Collins. I said Matt Collins was going to come out and ball. That's the only thing I was right about. But I thought that they were going to be the shiznit, and they have turned out to be, I don't even want to say garbage, but they've been the biggest disappointment this year in the NFL, in my opinion. I just don't see anybody beating Kansas City. And the point spread is what?
7. So essentially a touchdown. I think the Chiefs win by minimum 10.
Yeah, look, it's Kansas City plus and the points all day.
And then the final game, I will get your prediction on. The Miami Dolphins heading to New Jersey and take on them Jets. If you guys want to know my prediction, you got to wait till Friday when I do the preview, but we're going to get Stevens right now.
The Miami Dolphins, I think, are top 5 team in the NFL with Tua. Without Tua, I think they're a top 10 team.
That's where they dropped to in the power rankings, 10.
I think that we're going to see what can Teddy Two Gloves do for us. Can Teddy get us to an opportunity to win a football game? Now, here's some stuff. Teddy on the road He's a good quarterback. That man can win some football games on the road in the NFL. And he put up some numbers for the Denver Broncos last year against the Jets in MetLife, and they won the game. So Teddy can do it. Teddy has done it. Can Teddy do it with us? So look, I'm gonna say that Teddy. There's no reason to think Teddy's not playing on a better team. It's not going to be horrible playing conditions on Sunday. So I'm going to say it's going to be Miami. What's the point spread?
3. Dolphins are giving 3.
Oh yeah, Miami. Yeah, I think we win 6-7 points. I don't think maybe even more than that. Honestly, actually, I said on my show today, on my morning show, that I thought they were going to put up 26, 27 points. I think it's going to be. Here's what I think. I think it's going to be 27, 26. Let me say 27. 27 to 17. That's what I think it's going to be. 27 to 17.
All right, Steven. Well, it was a blast hanging out with you. Thank you for coming on. Thank you for spreading awareness about gambling problems. I appreciate that.
No problem, man. I'm glad. I really am grateful that you asked me to do the show for that reason alone. Because, look, if you need help, again, I'm sure Dougley in post-production is going to put up the number right now if you have a gambling problem, the Gamblers Anonymous hotline number. Please call somebody. You can always DM me at Stephen D. SKPL. Spread kindness, positivity, and love. Make sure you follow me. And if you can, aside from that for a second, we are sitting at 9,406 subscribers on our YouTube channel.
Go
Miami
subscribe,
Sports
people.
Music. We are less than 600 people away from 10,000 subscribers on our YouTube channel. So you know what? If some of you 30,000, you're at like 30,000, right?
I'm about to break 37.
Okay. If some of you 36,000+ subscribers could do me a huge favor right now, okay? Go to Miami Sports Music on YouTube and subscribe. That's all I need you to do. Just hit the subscribe button. Do that for me. Help me help you get some great content in the mornings. That's I'm not competing with Doug. I'm not I want to share Doug's people. Can you date us both? I'm here for you too in the mornings. Just subscribe to the channel. That's all I need you to do. Doug, I love you, man. You're the man.
I appreciate you, but I love you too. Yeah, go over, subscribe, support Steven. He's my man. You're going to see me give him a big hug in the vlog because every time I see him in person at the MetLife Takeover, I give him a big squeeze. We both fart because we squeeze each other real hard.
Gloves, it's Dougley 2 hands, 2 arms.
And I lock him. And then he's like, please let go of me. And I say, no. He's like, I got to get back to my show. And I'm like,
you stay here and you enjoy this right now.
But I will see you Sunday, my man.
Yes, you will. I'm excited to see you, buddy. You're the man. Keep doing what you're doing over here. You are the GOAT. I don't care what anybody says. You're the GOAT of this community, good sir.
I appreciate you. I'll talk to you soon.